Finally, it is done. Well, finally is a little bit stretched, because I came here and had like 10 seconds left. So basically we're done here, and I'm never going to do it again. No, seriously, I'm never going to do this again. This may be useful, I don't know. I've never used it more than once. No, I think I used it once to level up some specific monsters to a little higher level while I was out grinding or doing post-game stuff. But other than that, no! And we've got a Grand Felvine. It's called Grand Felvine because, well, I know it now because I just read it. And since we're done with this, we can continue the story. Nicki Minaj looking good. Booty. The funny thing is, the more items you're going to give them, the more they are going to rebuild the town. Even though I don't know how a Grand Felvine is going to help with removing rubbish, rubble, and, well, I don't know, pretty much everything else that's lying around here. And yeah, you've read it right. The Rider Arena. I think it was the Rider Arena. I just skimmed over it and I forgot already. Did they just explain why they needed the Grand Felvine? They probably did, but I don't really care. Since this game is about riding and enslaving monsters and not about giving feline workers their drugs so that they can stay alert while working 48 hours in a row. What the fuck is a Felvine Soda? The funny thing is they're living in mud houses, in pretty much wooden houses, something we lived in around 0 BC or something, clay houses and something like that. Pretty primal states, but they still have weapons who can spew fire or something else. For example, soda. I mean, I'm pretty sure that soda is a 19th century or 20th century invention. Not something the Native Americans had, for example. Hey, you better be, you fuck. You're allowed to ride my monsters for free. Actually, there are donut items in this game. They are worse healing items than, for example, potions, so I don't really see the reason to use them. Maybe they're having some special effects, I'm pretty sure they don't. They're pretty much only here as a gimmick or as a throwback to the anime, where this shitty cat Naviru is way worse. If you don't like the Naviru in this game, don't watch the anime. The anime will give you brain cancer level 100. No, I won't. There was some kind of mental inventor or scientist or something. He let loose a Barioth who was enslaved with another method than what we use, but pretty much with the same effect. Well, it was not as effective as our method, but that's it. No puzzling needed. I saved you a lot of time. Give me money. Who the fuck are you? Oh, it's Lydia. And still fled. And this design doesn't allow us to witness her wide hips. Well, she's still 12 or 11, I don't know. I think they were 12 in the anime. So she's either 12 or 13, I don't know. 5 years to go. Come on, come on. So they're taking me along? Forcefully? Ah no. I can still explore, so let's see what kind of new quests we can get here. deliver 15 iron ores, and we get 5 bottle caps out of this. Once we've done this, we should be having enough bottle caps for the, what is it, the guild master, so that we can clear this quest. Are we done? Oh, they needed 15 iron ores for the arena, I think. Alright. And where's Lilia? They sat there in the entrance. Ah, there they are. Or there she is. And this guy, as far as I can remember, yeah, Grillmeister. Meister is, by the way, I don't know, is this an English word as well? Because Meister is basically the German word for master. And I don't know how it found its way into the English language. So, grill stuff for me. Because I had almost 800 raw meat. And I sold a bunch of them. About 600 because I needed money. Seasonings. He acknowledged me. Thank you, Senpai, Grillmeister Senpai. And we can use seasonings. I can't remember, have I ever done this? Probably. Might see this probably it enhances our attack if we use this steak, and same for elements, seed just for defense, and honey butter I don't know. So I'm going to use honey butter because I can't fathom the effects it will have on us. Maybe something like what is it? The name of the item. I don't know. It's probably not important anyway. But there's a mission later on we can get. Some people have had problems with this quest. There's a very nice indicator for this quest. You can just go to subquests and then the Troubled Sons. And then you can just go to the third page, and as you can see, one of them is in Oasim and one of them is in Gildekaran. And since she said boys, you just have to look out for boys who are dressed like, well, this disgusting fashion. He is wearing like, I don't know, leggings or something, and she's wearing baggies. What do you want? Ah, the Quizmaster. Let's see if I can actually do this right. Name of the sweetheart sister with the... What the fuck? Sweetheart sister with the orange hair. I don't know, I think it's Mel. The other names don't ring a bell to me. To gather tropical berries in Oasim. Tropical berries. Tropical berries. I know there was one. Tropical berries. He was on the outer side on the fence. I think it was the hot-blooded hunter, because it makes sense, because desert there. Let's see. How many fins does a Cephalos have? The one on the side each. So 2. One on its back, and one on its tail, and I think there's one on its... not on its tail end, but a little bit in front of that. So it should be 5. Oh well, I'm going to do this later off screen. There's a site on Mount Santa Kita which actually has the answers listed. Most of them are in Japanese, I think, but you can just put it into the translator, and the answer that's coming out, who is vaguely correct or resembles one of the answers, is probably the right one. Alright, he wants to us to show him the birth carapace, and I should actually have it. Let's see, weapon. By the way, you can upgrade this one to 63 attack already to max, as far as I can remember. I'm not going to use it because it has raw damage, and I prefer actually having status on my weapon for no reason, because my hunter doesn't deal the most damage anyway, so I'm going to stick with this one. Let's see, where is it? The Carapace Hammer. Excuse me? Oh, I don't have it. For whatever reason. Alright. It seems like I don't have it. So is there another person who has some kind of quest for me? I'm 100% sure that there is one. Up there at least. Where the hell did those fish come from? Just fell from the sky. Well, this happened before in human history, but not in this game. Let's see. No, nothing. Yeah, let's what are we going to do now? Ah, yeah, we're going to go with Lydia. Or do you want me to show some arena? I can do that. Let's go to sleep before. And let's see if we have some better fashion for... what's his name? Naviru. So we have Hellblade, which looks, well, like regular Glavenus armor actually. This is the Yellow Rider armor, looks like the starting out armor for, not armor, appearance from Naviru, just another color. The blue one, this one looks, well, underwhelming, just glasses. Eye patch also underwhelming, and Wanderer. Since they are pretty much supporting nude cats, which I don't, I'm going to stick with this one. And let's go to sleep because I'm low on HP. And then let's go to the arena. We should have one or two offline arena missions. I'm not sure. The reason why you really want to do them is because further on, if we have one more or two more DLCs, we should have, I mean for arena, we should have plenty of new DLCs which are collaborations with other games like Legend of Zelda or Dungeons and Dragons, I mean Puzzles and Dragons, and something like that. Maybe even with Mikado or 4 Connects, or There's a Pig.
Oh my god, my ex-girlfriend, what are you doing here?
She's even dressed like she is dressed in real life. That booty. Yoink, I'm taking that. And now we're going to talk with her, the offline clerk. This is the arena. Basically you want to... very important. Battle party at it. Because as you can see, they will otherwise just take the 3 first monsters you obtained in the game. Which you don't want to. I'm going to take... no. I'm going to take my... Garnet, my Mephisto, and my Avalanche. I think I'm going to use Avalanche first. So, yeah. And then we're going to go to tournament mode, DLC tournament, nothing, and regular tournament, bronze. Yeah, let's just take care of this right now, while we're here. I don't know how it will fare because it's going to get a little bit harder, and it's not like every monster will be scaled to level 50 or something, so you have a huge advantage if you have a higher level, otherwise you don't. As you can see, usually the enemies are pretty easy. So let's see. Sand Breath. By the way, you can't properly predict enemies in DLC arena. Usually it would use attack, I'm pretty sure of it. But now it can use, since it's a rider monster, it can also use technique, for example, which I'm pretty sure it does. No, it uses speed. Well, debated me. Yeah, I was about to say, but I should still be able to one-shot most of them. And as you can see, the monsters and the hunters you fight, they probably did it because it looks like looks better as a matter of perspective, and it baited me again. But they are awfully small. They're smaller than they usually are. Wait. Ah. He predicted what my monster is going to use. Alright. But since I can, with Greatsword you can damage both of them. Since I'm going to use Sweeping Strike, I should be able to get rid of his Aptonoth and the Hunter. Why not get rid of them, but damage them at least. Sleep tight. And my monster is going to sleep for 3 turns. So using traps is very effective in PvP. But I'm going to get rid of his hunter like this. And this should be it. See ya, Pep. Or whatever your name was. I can't remember the name of losers. You bet your ass I won. So, up to the next one. There are bronze, silver, and golden. But bronze are... every cup are 5 rounds, I think. Or 3. I think they're 5. Ah, the Gendrome Hunter. Gendrome and... Viper. Nice name. So... he's looking at me, but he doesn't have a line, so it's either well, I don't, to be quite frankly, I don't even know what he's going to use. Overpower. This is actually a Zemite ability. I don't think you can actually teach that to your monster. Wait, a monster used technical attack. Ah, yeah, I thought so, because predicting that a Tigrex is going to use a technical attack is... oh, this would actually be insane, because Tigrex rarely uses technical attacks. Breaking Crush. Breaking Crush is a very good ability, by the way, which deals heavy non-elemental damage and also lowers defense quite often. Burn Chaser, by the way, is the same as Sleep Chaser and Skill Seal Chaser. If your monster is has the status effect of the attack you're using, for example Burn Chaser, if your monster is burning, if you use Burn Chaser on it, then you deal twice as much damage, which is huge, but I think it also gets rid of the status effect. Yeah, I'm pretty sure of it, because otherwise you could just spam it and it would be insane damage. At least it's for paralysis and skill seal. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's for every attack. But don't take my word for it, because I didn't do enough testing for this. But I'm pretty sure. Or am I? Alright, there are 5 fights, otherwise it would have said finale, but it didn't. Don't worry, I won't. Fugo and Bulldrome. Bulldrome, he's... wait. Bird Wyvern Hunter. No, don't worry. I'm going to use Focus. Focus is the same as Power Charge of the monsters. I'm going to use Focus. My Tigrex should be able to deal heavy damage here. And since I'm going to use Focus, I'm going to... oh, the damage, holy shit. I'm going to use... what am I going to use? Let's just use Lock On. I'm going to use Sweeping Strike, which should be enough to get rid of the Hunter and the Bulldrome. Let's see, is it actually going to be enough? Should be. Ah, at least it's enough for the hunter. The arena music, by the way, is amazing. Oh. Since I used lock on, I can't. I wanted to say I can use lethal tackle, which is basically able to one-shot everything that doesn't have more than 1000 HP. And I can because I'm low on kinship points. So let's just use speed attack to counter bolt drones, whatever it's going to use. Power attack. Oh yeah. It survived. As you can see, even though it's a bronze cup, they're still pretty strong. Let me grab my charger, otherwise my 3DS is going to explode. And we can't have that. So let's see. My Tigrex is about to die. Let's use my Mephisto. Let's see, what can we use? We can... Yeah, let's... No, Fierce Stab is just a weaker version of Ground Thrust. It's only better to use if the enemy is going to use a technical attack and you want to counter it with a power attack, which Fierce Stab is. So, let's see. Let's use Flame Fang. No. Oh yeah, let's do. Because Bolt Drum is weak against fire, and also it's probably going to use a power attack. Not very smart actually, because now it's definitely going to die. Chomp! Grilled pork. My favorite. Well, not really, but still tasty. Next should be the finals, or did I skip over one in my head? Should be one more, two more, round 4 or 5. I think it's 4. Ah no, finals. Versus Kazu. Which we definitely don't want our Tigrex to be here for. Because, well, Thunder beats Tigrex. So Mephisto, what are you going to use? Mephisto is going to use... Well, they're both facing them, but there's no line. So they're probably going to use some weird gimmicky attack. Let's just stick with power then. This suggestive stance. Very seductive. No. Oh yeah, in regular tournaments, like this one, offline tournaments, you can actually decide what items you're going to use yourself. In other tournaments, like PvP tournaments, you can only decide for a specific item set. For example, either the one which has a lot of heal items for your hunter, heal items for your monster and you, or, well, more some kind of supportive items. And here I can use my own items, but I'm not going to use them because I don't need to. Let's see, it's probably going to use another technical attack. I want to build up my... Oh, perfect! Either this was very close by accident, or yeah, or it was just a... well, I don't think it was... maybe it was a coincidence. Maybe they have guts, but I don't think so. Yeah, this small sliver of health was a little bit larger than 1 HP. Think. Should have stayed down, buddy! Ah, they have some kind of skill that regenerates. No sucky here! And... yeah, this wraps it up. And I almost filled up the kinship meter. Apparently the game doesn't want me to use kinship attacks. I am the bronze champion! Amazing! Now we can continue to Silver Cup, which I'm going to attempt at least in the next round. If I can actually try and fight those enemies at this point. Let's see. Herb, raw meat sushi, shroom and larva, stone roasted fish, bronze ticket. Alright, that's it. Silver class, which I'm going to take care of, whoops, in the next episode.